Man, you can't be starting like that already, man. We just started. First and foremost, thank you for taking the time out of your day to join me on this platform, Isolation Insider, episode 7. And I'll start this first and foremost by saying I am super, super duper proud of you and everything you've accomplished so far and everything you will be accomplishing. So for everybody who's on my platform, can you go ahead and introduce yourself for them?
My name is Kierra Luv.
And Kierra Luv is from...
Know about me.
Yeah, y'all really will know about her. Crazy story how I found out about her, but we'll get into that later. Now, how has Kierra Luv... Now, do you prefer to be called Kierra Luv or Rican?
Honestly, Kierra Luv.
Now,
Rican is my Instagram name, but that's my artist name, you feel me?
Okay, now how has quarantine been for Kierra Luv?
Honestly, it's been a lot. Like, my mixtape, like, you know, that had to get pushed back because of quarantine, because, like, I mean, clubs aren't open, things aren't opening. But I feel like it also taught me a lot, too. Like, I feel like we all needed time to focus on ourselves. We don't need to be outside all the time. We need to really reflect on ourselves. So I definitely think it was a good personal thing.
Now, have you been quarantined with people, or has it just been Kierra Luv by herself?
Definitely, I live with my mom and my brothers and sisters, so it's definitely been people.
Now, how old are you?
I'm 18.
You're 18, and when did you turn 18?
February 6th.
February 6th. Happy belated birthday. Now, you're still in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about that a little bit. Like, how has growing up in Pennsylvania?
Growing up in Pennsylvania, it's like where I'm from, Harrisburg is the capital, so it's kind of like real small. So I feel like it's like you know people, but you don't know them because like it's small. So we see everybody, you feel me? And it really just taught you how to have rough skin. So.
And when you say rough skin, what do you mean by rough skin?
It's just like, I mean, just like New York, like people they gonna talk their shit, you feel me? So you can't be weak. You gotta have tough skin, feel me?
Now, even though with you being so young still, because you just turned 18, growing up, what did you enjoy doing? Like outside of music, like what was Kierra's go-to?
I definitely, like, I used to like skateboarding and stuff like that. Like, even though it sounds funny, I felt like when you grow up, you go through mad phases, you feel me? So, like, I definitely was in, like, skateboarding and stuff like that. Like, any outside activities, really.
So, you were a tomboy growing up?
Yeah.
Now, how did that correlate to as far as, like, school and everything of that nature? Like, how did people take that?
Of course, I didn't dress how other girls would dress and stuff like that. So, of course, not everybody would be open to it, because me, I'll pull up to school looking like who done did it and why. I don't care, like, you feel me? It's just me. I never felt the need to impress anybody or anything like that. So like I said again, it's like my whole life, it's just like it's been helping me with this moment. Just like you have to have tough skin. Like there's gonna be people that's gonna say stuff, and it's gonna be people that like you. It's gonna be people that don't like you, you feel me? So
now you recently graduated, correct?
Yeah.
What school did you attend?
Central Dauphin East High.
Say that again?
Central Dauphin East High.
That's a long ass name for a school.
Yeah, for sure. We just say CD East High.
Okay. Now how was it going to that school, like with you balancing rapping and you being an artist and still being a student?
Honestly, I love my school. Like, it's so much like diversity. So like when I did start rapping, like people in the school, they knew who I was. Like they, even before they knew, they seen what I do and stuff like that. And like people were supportive, you feel me? So I just thought it was mad cool because everybody was supporting.
Super dope. Now when it comes to your rap name,
yeah,
where did that come from? Of course, it's your name.
Right.
But
well, it's not my government name. It's part, like, Kierra's my middle name.
So I figured, yeah.
And then Love, at first it was L-O-V-E, but I didn't want it to be like that. I wanted it to be kind of different, so I put L-U-V. And I just feel like I need to spread more love. Like, the thing with me is I don't just want to win for me, you feel me? I love helping other people. I love putting other people on. I love putting people in positions where, you know, they're set to win. So that's my whole thing behind it. Just spread more love.
Now, being a young artist, a lot of people connect with you and your music. How do you take that? How does that feel?
Honestly, I grew up feeling like nobody listened to me. So it's still shocking that people feel what I feel. They listening and they they support me and cheer me on. It's crazy because it's just like I said, I felt like nobody listened. And now I found a way for people to listen. So.
Now, Rap Game. You auditioned for that?
Yeah, I did, but it was funny. Like, they was kind of on some weird stuff. Because, like, it was, like, late minute. And then, so they had me thinking I was getting everything ready, signing papers and stuff to get on the show and all that. And right when I turned it in, it's like, oh, we already got the cast. And it's just like, what y'all made me do all that for? So, I mean, that's really how I started everything. Like, I just seen other kids trying to audition. And I didn't even want to be a rapper. I just wanted to try it out, see if I can get on the show, you feel me? Because, like, TV, you feel me? So I started posting freestyles on my Instagram. That's how you audition. Mm-hmm. And my fan base started growing from there. It went from me trying to get, you know, Jermaine Dupri's attention to just grabbing everybody's attention, which is crazy.
Now, how did you feel when you didn't get picked for the Rap Game?
Obviously, it was hurting. Because it was like, I felt like I was doing so much. Like, I'm posting freestyles every day, every single day to get on the show. And it never happened. So it was kind of like, damn. But it was also a wake-up call, you feel me? Like, all of this, like, literally, dude, I prayed for all of this. Like, I'm praying my way throughout all of this. So when it didn't happen, you feel me? Might cry, whatever. You hurt. I'm praying, though. I'm still praying. So it's not like whatever. It's just like the way I look at it, I always look like if you shut a door on me, God gonna open 7 more doors. That's it.
Now, fast forward a little bit after the Rap Game and after freestyles were posted on your Instagram, the exact date, November 6th, 2018, to be exact. I DM'd you. I seen one of your freestyles and I thought it was super duper dope. And I DM'd Cardi B.
Oh yeah, you did.
And she DM'd me back, and I told her.
Listen, that's crazy because it was you, and you know who Tavius is. Yeah, you and Tavius both reached out to her, like, which was crazy, and I have hella love for you guys for doing that, and hella respect. Like, you feel me? Like, that's like you didn't have to go out your way and do that. You feel me? But you did, so I appreciate that, OD.
Yeah. Now I DM'd her, and the exact DM to Cardi said she bodied money. You have to post her. Cardi replied instantly and said, I'm posting her around 8 p.m. Now, when I sent you that, or not even when I sent it, when it became a reality and Cardi actually posted you, how did that make you feel?
It was crazy because, like, I was just like, I felt like, you know what, because at first she had liked my video on Twitter. So now I'm like, oh, she's seen it, you feel me? So now I'm like, we itching to see if she'll post it or whatever, but I didn't really care if she posted it or not, because it's like, she's seen it, you feel me? But at the same time, it's like, damn, what's she gonna say? What's she gonna say? So then when it happened, I was literally taking a math test, bro, and I just get a text message like, oh, they saying Cardi B posted it, whatever. So you're like, nah, let me go check. Man, we checked, and it's just crazy. She just like fire, and I'm just like, bro, I didn't even know what to do, like, it was just crazy because I felt like I always waited for a moment to just like have that exposure, have that leverage, you feel me? And it just happened, and it's just like, damn, like I really manifested that. Like that's crazy.
Now, as far as a freestyler and an artist at the age that you're at, you're very, very dope. Your wordplay is incredible, and your punchlines are phenomenal. When it comes to the aspect of you and your music, is that like all you?
Yeah, of course. All of it's me. Like I love to show y'all my story and how I feel. Like I use it if I'm angry at somebody instead of, because like we all can get angry and our mouths can be reckless, but it's like I feel like it's a better use to it when it's music and you explaining and I mean you breaking it down and things like that. Definitely every rap you hear, every verse is me. Now, what I do too, like, because when I got in the industry too, is like people do hooks and stuff like that. I'm all for hooks. Like, I mean, you want to give me a hook, fine, that's cool. But like, people don't touch my verses. Like, that's my story for me. Mm-hmm.
Now, in a freestyle, a bar you mentioned said, "Nights I can't sleep. It's a drunk in my home. Mama with a woman beater. She can't stand being alone." You then went on to say, "Now every night she prepares for the worst. Can't say much. She's convinced it's going to work." What was the significance in that?
So basically, I said this because literally before I made this rap, like probably a day or two ago, I watched my mother get beat, and you know what I mean, it was this whole scene, and it made me so angry. Like I literally wanted to kill myself because I'm watching my mom like go through that, and it's like I can't help her. And it's crazy too because, like I said, can't say much. She convinces from work because you really can't tell a grown ass woman what to do. Like no matter who you are, you can't tell somebody how to make their decisions and how to make their choices. Like I can sit here and I can say I'm hurt, but at the end of the day, you're gonna make your own choices. I can't do much. So it was just like can't say much. She convinced it's gonna work, but it's just like.
Now, growing up in a household that dealt with stuff of that nature, what is some advice by you seeing it, being through it, and seeing your family members? What is some advice you can give to other kids who are in that same situation to have a strong mindset to try to cope with getting through that?
Right. Well, first I say if your surroundings are crap, like, bro, it's all about what's in here. So, like, what I used to do, too, is headphones. That's why I say music was an escape. Because it's like, nah, I mean, I'm blocking out everything else around me. Like, even sometimes I catch myself listening to music, just blocking out the whole world. But it's really like if your surroundings are shit, and you got to make sure your mentality's straight. So, I don't know if people listen to affirmations, anything positive in the ear, bro, just do that. You have to isolate yourself even from what's around you. Even if you have to stay in your room, like, I consider that because energy is contagious. You could be around people and feel a whole vibe you're not rocking with, and now it affects you. So.
Now, I must say, and then Myasia Simone just actually said it and took the words out of my mouth, but for you to be 18 years old, you're very, very well spoken. Your demeanor, your aura doesn't throw the vibe of an 18-year-old, which is another thing that will take you super duper far. But getting back to the questions, the Nicki Minaj Chun-Li freestyle. Tell us a little bit about that one.
Let's go. Well, like I love any female rapper, any female, because I feel like it's so harder for any female. So like I start by saying like I love any female rapper, and I grew up listening to Nicki and everything, and I mean her beats be crazy though. You can't lie, her beats be hella crazy. So of course she does challenges too, just like Cardi did Money and stuff. So hopped on it. My whole thing was executing any challenge that's trending right now. Anything going viral, hop on it, give them a taste of me.
Now, have you received any negative backlash from family members, from friends, from associates, about your rapping or about your aura as a person? Of
course, all the time, because it's crazy. Like, money changed everything, clout changed everything, and it's crazy. You can have no money and have clout, and people's heads just get crazy. It's crazy because just like different ways people show their jealousy and they envious, and it's crazy because you never think of these certain people doing that or being like that, and it's just like, damn. And it'll have you, people telling you, yo, like, you a bad person, whatever, because they jealous and everything. Yeah, have you questioning, like, damn, am I a bad person, you feel me? So you really have to, I don't care who you are now, I'll cut you off. You ever, like, come to me with any of that, it's done. Like, it's killed, you feel me? Like, I learn more about my energy, about my aura, all of that. Bro, I don't need none of that at all.
Now, transitioning from a social media freestyler, rapper, or artist into the actual real world of success and becoming a real life artist, describe that journey. Talk to us about how that journey was.
Well, first, I feel like a lot of people just overlooked me. And I still feel like people overlook me right now, you feel me? Because it's like, I'm doing these snippets, I'm doing these little freestyles, but it's not, I don't have songs out, you feel me? I don't have songs, but what they not understanding is I'm telling stories. I'm different. I don't sound like how any of these people sound like. I'm not talking about money, I'm not talking about cars, I mean, it's real stories, it's real pain, you feel me? So you're gonna feel it regardless. That's why I say, that's why I named my mixtape Take It or Leave It. You're gonna either take it or you're gonna leave it. It don't matter what you do, I'm gonna still level up regardless. Like, I'm flourish, we out of here, like, literally. It's God's plan. So
do you think that by you dropping a lot of freestyles and not songs that it can affect you in the long run? As far as, like, prime example, I know I've been in the game I've been on radio for maybe since 2015. That's 5 years. I've been hosting for almost 7-8 years. So I've seen multiple artists who didn't have songs out, who were freestyle artists that people didn't take them serious because they had no body of work or nothing outside of a freestyle. Do you feel like that will affect you like it affected so many in the past?
I feel like it's only going to affect you if you let it. That's why I say it's all about mentality, the way you think, the way you speak, all of that. So with me, I feel like not really. I do feel like I was letting it get to me, you feel me? Because people was like, oh, you just freestyling, whatever. But it's now it's like midnight, y'all gonna see. Like we planting seeds. That's what it's all about. They don't have to understand, just let them seeds grow. That's all it's about.
I love your cockiness, I swear to God. Now
it's not even cockiness though, it's just confidence. Like,
I mean, yeah, okay, let me reword that. Your confidence. Your confidence. My apologies. But you released your first song title called You Lied to Me, correct?
Yeah.
Now, that was in March 2018.
Yeah.
Who were you talking about?
My ex. I mean, it's pretty obvious, kinda, in a way. It was just like, that's really how I started rapping too. My ex was hurting me, like, you breaking my heart, like, so now it's like, the way I looked at it too was like, alright, now I want to embarrass you, you feel me? So, I'm gonna start rapping about you.
Now, who was this ex? Who was this ex?
I mean, it was just some middle school stuff.
Oh, some middle school.
It don't matter now.
No, you're right. It don't matter now. Now, one of the lyrics in the song reads, "I can't save no one, ain't got no S on my chest, and yes, I talk to the Lord, but I feel like he's going deaf."
Right.
Explain those lines right there. I mean, it's self-explanatory, but like, what made you feel like that the man upstairs wasn't listening to you and you wasn't getting through to him?
Basically, it's patience. It's all patience. And what I want to say too is everything is 50-50. Even with like God, you can't just pray to God and then be like, all right, I'm going to wait for him to give it to me. Nah, you got to go out there. You got to back it up. You got to, know what I mean? It's 50-50. Meet him halfway, you feel me? Because there's a lot of people that say they believe in God, they Christian, all that, but really they only calling him when they need something or when they're hurting and things like that. So it's really like, at the time, I was just hurting. That's the only time I would call on God is when I was hurting. And that's not cool. That's why I'm glad too that it taught me. Now I know, you feel me? So now I pray every single day. Every morning, say my prayers. Every night, say my prayers. You gotta 50-50. You can't just, everything ain't just him.
Man, I don't think you understand how happy this is making me feel because I watched the glow up. Like, I literally since I found out about you and sent that to Cardi, like, I've been watching from a distance, and it's amazing, like, just how well-spoken you are and, like, how much wisdom you got. You don't seem like an 18-year-old, and that's going to take you far in this game. The way you speak will take you so far. Now, you're signed, correct?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Okay, for sure.
So go ahead.
I was just going to say, so, like, around February last year, I had signed to 10K Projects / Electric Field. So it's like both of them I'm signed to. And yeah, the reason why I chose them is because they work with young artists like Trippie Redd, 6ix9ine, all of them people, and I seen, because I feel like a lot of like OG labels like Def Jam and everything, and it's like we know they poppin', we know y'all good and all that stuff, but it's like I'm young. I don't want y'all to overlook or wait for me to be a certain age or anything, you feel me? So
now, were there other offers on the table?
Of course, yeah. I went to a lot of different labels and stuff. It was just like the situation I was kind of in was like not cool. Because I had, before I went viral or anything, I had signed something which like was a design, it tricked me into like a production deal or whatever. So I was trying to get out of that while I'm meeting these labels and these people are with me. So it was like really uncomfortable. So
now let's get into the mixtape that is dropping in what, an hour and 9 minutes to be exact.
Yeah, come on.
Your debut project. How does it feel?
It feels good because I felt like, yo, bro, like I just been waiting Just
Yeah, I
wait.
mean, it got pushed back so many times because I've been waiting. Now,
Really waiting.
now,
So it's like the wait is up. And just like I told you, it's just about planting seeds. You don't understand. Like, once you plant them seeds, bro, it's over. It's game time. It's over.
now, is there any significance on why you chose this date, or it's just the date that they was like, okay, this is when it's gonna go?
Listen, this is when they say this was gonna go. Because honestly, I've been fed up.
So ain't no it's dropping at 12. Ain't no pushing back no more.
It's dropping. Listen, if it ain't dropping, we gonna all have a little protest or something.
Now, the title, Take It or Leave It, you basically said that it's for the world to understand that you're not just a freestyle artist.
Right, it's just like for y'all to understand that I'm coming. Like, it's me saying I'm coming. Whether you take it or you leave it, I'm coming. Like, y'all gonna see my face a lot.
10 songs on the mixtape. Now, it's a mixtape, correct?
Yes.
Now, why did you make it a mixtape rather than an EP or album?
Okay, so since, like I said, I don't have many songs out right now, I don't want to be the type of person to put hella pressure on myself or anything and just be like an album. Because an album takes time. An album, you feel me, you have to put your all into it. So I don't want to just come out of nowhere like, bro, get my album. It's like, damn, but like, where's the build-up? You know?
Now, 10 songs.
Yes.
Is there a reason why the number 10?
It wasn't. It was just like what we thought would fit best. And who knows, maybe a bonus song.
Now, oh, wait, a bonus?
A bonus song, maybe.
Oh, maybe? We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Now, 4 of the songs, correct me if I'm wrong, 4 of the songs are already released, correct?
Yeah.
Now, what was the motive behind having those 4 already released before the mixtape dropped?
Okay, well, it was kind of like, that's why I say it was kind of weird because things got pushed back and all that. So I felt like we kind of released more than we should have. Like, I felt like even it should have been like 2 or 3 songs, not really 4. So I felt like that was kind of just out of whack.
Now, you got Tory Lanez on this project. How did that come about? That's major.
Right. It was honestly, all the features on there were really natural. Like, I had never like really planned for anybody to be featured on my album or anything like that. So what happened was somebody, I forget, I was at like some event and someone was like, oh yeah, Tory showed me your freestyles. And I'm just like, hold up, like, Tory seen my stuff, you know what I mean? And it was BT weekend and I seen he was out in LA and I was out in LA as well, so I hit him. So like, why not? And he invited me to his studio session and I played stuff for him, and Melly was in the room as well. She's mad dope, like mad supportive. And I played Can't Stand It. Now he wasn't even on the song. It was just me on Can't Stand It. And he liked it. It was just like, hop on, you feel me? So he hopped on and killed that joint.
Now, who else is on the mixtape as far as features?
Ray Moon.
Wait. Let's stop right there. How did that relationship come about? Because Ray Moon is super fucking dope.
Hell yeah, she mad crazy. We was in Atlanta and
that's how I know her.
yeah. So I had a session in Atlanta. It was like literally my first time in Atlanta. And my A&R at the time, Zini, he sets up like he set up sessions with like people, writers, everybody to come through. So like I meet new people, I get new faces and stuff. And we had invited producers. I believe it was, I forget his name. It was like 2 producers that came in and they brought Ray Moon with them. So then when she came through, he was just like, bro, like, let's just do something, you feel me?
Okay, super dope. Now, out of all the songs on this mixtape, Take It or Leave It, what is your go-to song? What is your favorite song? And don't say all of them. What song means the most to you?
The song that means the most. Dang. See, now you messing up talking about all of it, because all of it mean the most. What you mean I can't say all of them?
So if you had to choose one song, for everybody that's tuning in right now, if you had to choose one song that can relate to your life the most out of every song on this mixtape, what would that one song be?
It would definitely be the song Why. Because like me, the way I even recorded that song was crazy. Like, it shocked me because like I said, usually I didn't see hooks as my stronghold. I was like real like insecure about my hooks and stuff, and I actually made the hook for Why and a couple of other songs on there too. So it was like shocking, and that means a lot to me too because of what I was talking about. So
now, which song do you think everybody would gravitate to the most out of the 6 that haven't been released yet?
Okay, so kinda, I'm like real, like I like testing stuff, testing the waters and all that stuff. So I'll post snippets here and there. I see a lot of people like gravitating towards Bands on the Way. I don't know why. It's like I didn't think anybody would like. Of course I thought people would like it, but I thought they like deeper stuff because Bands on the Way is kind of just like a real singy song and like a type of "oh you left me" type of song. But
is that still talking about the ex, or is talking about a different ex?
Nah, it was the same one.
So you talking about this person a lot?
Yeah, I was with them for a minute. So like even past the point where got where I was at.
So do you think he regrets not having you by his side now?
I mean, it's a girl, but like...
Do you think she regrets?
I don't know. I feel like I don't want to be that type of person that say that. Because I feel like everything happened for a reason. Like, even with us, you feel me? Like, I learned something from her, she learned something from me. That's how it is.
So have you moved on?
Yes.
So you got a new girl?
Yes.
Oh. Is this new girl gonna make the old girl mad?
Of course.
Let's get back to the mixtape. Explain, take it or leave it in one word.
Okay, exquisite.
Wow.
Exquisite.
Wow. Now, Lord Jesus, once Corona's over, do you plan on traveling, performing these songs?
Yes.
Where's the first place you want to go?
First place I might go is just Atlanta, honestly. Cause like I love Atlanta. They're mad, like cool. Like you feel me? I feel like everybody want to help everybody out, so I like that. So I'm ready for Atlanta. I'm ready for LA. I'm ready for everywhere. I'm ready to do shows. I'm ready to just pop out.
Well, definitely when you come to the A, you gotta tap in with me. If you can open up for any artist in the world, your top 3,
yeah,
who would they be?
Billie Eilish first. Billie Eilish. Oh my god, that would be so different, bro. Like I don't think anybody's open up for Billie Eilish. I don't even know, but Billie Eilish, definitely Cardi and A Boogie.
A Boogie.
I love A Boogie.
Now, just a quick question: do you think A Boogie is underrated?
What does underrated mean? Like slept on?
Yes.
Of course. I say this every day. I feel like nobody really pays attention to what he's saying. Like everybody love how he do the melodies. Y'all still in love with his melodies. Y'all overlooking his words. You feel me? Like his wordplay is crazy.
Yeah. Now, I personally, A Boogie is probably top 5 of my favorites. Like I can listen to. Matter of fact, he all day.
Yeah. Literally, I be on my plane rides 5 hours listening to Boogie the whole thing.
Now, who is your inspiration when it comes to artists?
My inspiration, like, I love watching documentaries on artists, like just watching the combs and stuff. Like even with Justin Bieber, Never Say Never, even though that might seem corny because it's super old. But like I love watching that because it's just like, yo, he's 13 doing this. You feel me? It's young. I love young artists, bro, because it's just so relatable. You feel me?
Now, in a previous interview, you had mentioned your top 5 favorite rappers. Was that your top 5 of all time? Or was it just your top 5 currently?
Nah, pretty much all time. Like, I say this all the time, like, A Boogie, Chance the Rapper, A$AP Rocky, Lil Wayne. It's a lot of people, though. Like, Chris Brown, even though he's not a rapper. Drake.
Now, is there people in the industry, like, who you can go to for advice? Or you can go to as far as, like, if you just needed someone to talk to?
Of course, yeah. That's why I said everything happened for a reason. Like, it's mad friends that I made that helped me spiritually on this journey. So I'm super grateful for that because it's just like, if it's just me, you'll feel so alone and just like not know what to do. So that's why I'm so grateful to be having this.
Now, what is your favorite part about being an artist?
My favorite part is just seeing, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's because I feel like it's building me up. Like, I used to be super shy, bro. So it's like now I'm like forced to break out of that shell. Now it's more people want to see more things of me, and it's just like I love that because it's me not being scared anymore.
Now let's tap into that aspect. You said you're super shy, and you were forced to break out of a shell. Let's talk about the shell on what was your decision in going the female route rather than the guy route?
Yeah, I tried both out, to be honest. Like, with guys too, that was like obviously the first thing, and I just I didn't catch feelings for no guys. Like, I think guys are cute, but I don't like them. Like, I wouldn't say I can't love them, I just don't. I'm not really that attached. I feel with a girl, it's more connected because we're both like tapped in with each other, if that makes sense.
Now, how did when you decided to make that decision, how did people around you, how did your family take it? How did everybody take it?
My mom at first, well, she didn't take it like I don't know if she thought I was just like not serious or anything, but she just like she didn't like it at first, and then she was like, you like just be you.
And then as far as like friends, how did your friends take it, or even how did your management and everybody take it?
I mean, I'm pretty open with everything, so like I don't hide. Like up to that point, like it's just like, bro, like I like girls, ain't nothing to hide about. Like when I was on like trying out for like the rap game and stuff, I was kind of like, dang, like what if they find out like I do like girls and stuff like that? But now it's just like I'm me, like I don't care. Like you really don't have to search for anybody's validation at all. Like
wow. Now, people your age trying to break into the industry and do what you do and do a lot of the things that you've already accomplished. What is your advice to them?
Wait, you said what?
Like people that are around your age or younger that want to become an artist or that want to be in the industry, like what would you tell them?
I'll tell them look up the law of attraction, honestly. If we being real, like I know a lot of people say do anything you can set your mind to, but they're not putting you on game. They're not telling you look up the law of attraction, look up how to manifest things, because things like this is like you could be super talented and you could be talentless and still get whatever it is you want. You just have to set those intentions. So that's what I said.
All right, I got 2 more questions and I'm gonna let you get up out of here cause you got like 54 minutes before your debut project drops, and I know your phone is going crazy, so I'm not gonna take up too much of your time. But what is your why? What is your why for your motivation for your career?
My why is definitely just my family, God. Like I was literally just thinking about this the other day. Like literally life is so beautiful, we just make it complicated. Like super complicated. Like it could all be so simple, but it's really like who got time to be negative? Who really got time to throw all this hatred? Who got time for any of this? Like bro, like anybody that do that, bro, you hella miserable, and that's why you stuck in the same position. That's why you're not getting nowhere.
Now when it's all said and done, 20, 30 years from now, what do you want your legacy to be?
I just want to be that person that look like, yo, I helped so many other people. I helped change millions of lives. I didn't just change my life when this happened. I changed millions of other lives. That's all I want. That's it. Like, yo, she was never a selfish person.
Now, speaking of not being selfish, you got 54 minutes to your mixtape drop, and you just said you're not selfish. Can we get 16 bars of a freestyle?
Wait, from the tape or just anything?
Whatever floats your boat. Whatever you want.
Alright, look. I admit it, I'm lost. My heart hella cold, but it's turning to frost. And now I'm thinking I'm speaking without taking a pause. I committed hella sins, and now I'm scared of the cost. I be screaming out for help, but I don't think they really hear. They telling me go face my fears. The devil all up in my ears. They wish that I could be sincere. They're telling me that I'm not sincere. But I have family members that die, and I ain't sure like I was here. It really gets to me. You're probably up in heaven dissing me. You can tell me that ain't hope, but I still make it like a mystery. Broke hella hearts and took it on as a victory. And if you want to know, I don't know what has gotten into me.
You're super fucking dope. You're super fucking dope. Listen, y'all. Take It or Leave It drops at midnight. Mixtape, 10 songs. And she gonna show y'all why she's the one. Point blank period. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Anything you need from my end, you have my direct line. Once we get off, I'm gonna text you those so you can text me which ones you're gonna push. I'm gonna break one on my show tomorrow. But then outside of that, anytime you're in the A, please tap in anything you need from me. All you gotta do is hit my line. I'm super proud of you.
I appreciate you.
Super proud of you.
Literally super, like, you be showing love, so I appreciate that. Like, literally, it's the same way. You ever need anything, I'm always here to help.
Enough said. Thank you so much. Take It or Leave It drops in 53 minutes. Make sure y'all go get it. Isolation Insider, episode 7 with the wonderful, the infamous, the great, the phenomenal Kierra Luv. Make sure y'all go get her project soon as she drop it at midnight. Deuces!